Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of our Kaspa miniseries. I'm Alex. What an incredible journey this has been, compressing a 7.5-hour marathon podcast into these bite-sized episodes.
And I'm Jamie. We've explored the technology, the founder, the controversies, and the deep philosophical divides. But for our last episode, we want to step back and reflect on the conversation itself. After 7.5 hours of intense debate, where did things land?
It's a crucial question. In a space so often defined by toxic tribalism, what can we learn from a long-form, good-faith discussion between two people from very different worlds? Today's episode is Final Reflections, and we're going to look at the key lessons, the moments of mutual respect, and the closing thoughts from both Yonatan Sompolinsky and Vlad Kostea.
This is perhaps the most important takeaway of all. Let's start with the spirit of the conversation. It's almost unheard of for a Bitcoiner and the founder of a major altcoin project to talk for over 7 hours. The crypto world on social media is a battlefield of sound bites and insults. This was the opposite.
It really was. And the respect between them was palpable, especially at the end. After the long and sometimes grueling debate, Yonatan's final words to Vlad were,
I appreciate very much your moderation, your questions. It was a privilege, and I'm very grateful for that.
And Vlad, in turn, thanked him for his patience and for answering every single question, no matter how tough.
This is so much more than just good manners. It's a demonstration of the different way to engage in this space. It shows that it's possible to hold fundamentally different views while still respecting the other person's intellect and sincerity. This entire podcast was an act of building a bridge, not just a platform for debate.
And that bridge building led to what I think was the most powerful moment of the entire 7.5 hours, Vlad's final reflection. After listening to Yonatan explain his work, his philosophy, and his vision for 7 hours, Vlad, the Bitcoiner, was left with a single, profound question.
What was it?
He said, I think the only question that remains, and I don't know how to answer this, is how can all of these people still call you a scammer, even though you spent the past 7 hours not trying to sell anything and just explaining how stuff works?
Wow, that's a huge statement.
It's everything. In that one moment, Vlad encapsulated the entire value of their conversation. He was essentially saying that when you move past the Twitter insults and the tribal FUD and actually engage with the substance, you find a level of depth and sincerity that makes the simplistic scammer label look ridiculous.
It's a testament to the fact that intellectual honesty can transcend tribal lines. Even if he doesn't agree with Kaspa's trade-offs, he couldn't deny the seriousness and integrity of the person behind it. It's a lesson for the entire crypto community. Long-form, good-faith dialogue is the antidote to toxic maximalism.
And it also highlights the core of Vlad's own mission with the Bitcoin takeover. He sees a version of Bitcoin that is being lost, one that is subversive, innovative, and open to debate. He lamented the current state of things, saying, I signed up for a kind of revolution that never happened, and now I'm in a situation where I'm supposed to watch what some government employee is saying about interest rates to know whether or not the price of Bitcoin goes up or down.
So by hosting someone like Yonatan, he's pushing back against that sterile, ETF-driven world and trying to reignite the original fiery spirit of crypto innovation and debate.
Exactly. Now, let's turn to Yonatan's final reflections. How did he close out his side of the conversation?
With the same humility and community focus that he showed throughout. After receiving dozens of small donations from the community to test the wallet live on air, his first thought was how to give it back. He said, I'll just give everything to the community. And thank you guys for watching and listening and asking some very good questions.
It's a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. It reinforces his identity not as a CEO trying to profit, but as a researcher who is genuinely grateful for the community that has grown around his work.
And his final thoughts on the future of Kaspa perfectly summarized his philosophy. When asked if there would be a moment when Kaspa is complete, he said yes. He laid out the final major upgrades, Dagnite and the smart contract layer, and then said that his personal aspiration is to become much less involved, if not at all removed. That's part of decentralizing the project.
So, his ultimate reflection is a statement of his own planned obsolescence. He's building something to last, not something to rule.
It's a powerful closing message. He's not asking for trust in himself. He's asking for trust in the code, in the mathematics, and in the decentralized community that he hopes will one day carry the project forward without him.
So, what's the big lesson we can take away from this incredible 7.5-hour marathon? For me, it's that genuine progress in this space comes from conversation, not from conflict. It comes from being willing to sit down, listen, and challenge ideas respectfully.
I completely agree. The interview showed that behind the labels of Bitcoiner and altcoin founder are just people trying to solve incredibly hard problems. And while their approaches may differ, their passion for a decentralized future is often the same.
And that brings our Kaspa miniseries to a close. We've gone from the deepest technical details to the highest philosophical debates, all drawn from one of the most comprehensive conversations ever recorded in this space.
We hope this series has been as enlightening for you as it has been for us to create. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey.